I have been very sad this week because it has dawned on me that it is time to replace my favorite egg basket. I bought it several years ago as an Easter basket for my kid, and then I have repurposed it as an egg collecting basket ever since. But here's the thing. The wire has started busting open in all these places, and particularly right here on the bottom. And so as I'm collecting eggs, I'm like leaving a trail of eggs behind me, and it's just time to replace. So I got on Amazon and I found this basket right here, which is cool. It's nice, it's big, it's collapsible, which I thought would be really nice for storage when I'm not collecting eggs. But what's happening is when I'm collecting eggs and I put it down and it collapses like on the eggs in the coop on the floor, it's irritating. It's just irritating to, I mean, I might just be mad because I like my old egg basket. And not only that, but it doesn't take good egg pictures. And I have so many beautiful egg photos in that basket, but I have an idea. While I was at the dollar store today hunting for a new egg basket, I thought to myself, what if I took the collapsible basket and I put it, that's not gonna work. Hang on, there's a smaller version of this. Okay, so look, this basket actually came with this one and this one, 2 different sizes. So what if I take this one and just kind of put, it is like almost perfect. It is almost perfect. If I just put it in the bottom of my egg basket, and then at least the eggs can't fall out the bottom, I'll still have these kind of holes in the side, but I don't usually even fill eggs up that high. This one, this hole right here is gonna be the problem. Let's go collect eggs and see how it goes. Okay, let's go into olive pen number 1. I put a new Black Copper Marantz rooster in here. I switched the roosters out because this guy is like my number 3. He's like my number 3 in line right now for my Black Copper Marantz pen. He's about 6 to 7 months old and he's looking really nice minus the comb, but there could be worse things. And I've got my amended egg basket. These guys always lay so dirty in here. I have to, like, I can only sell half of the eggs that I pull out of here and we eat the rest. Because we only eat the dirty eggs and I sell all the clean ones for hatching. Let's see, this one looks good. This is laid by a cream leg bar leg. So this egg will be a 1st generation olive. This one is laid by a 1st generation olive. So this will be a back crossed olive. You know, it looks like somebody busted an egg open in there and then the yolk got everywhere, and that's what happened. And I thought that putting clean fresh bedding in would prevent that because it would be like nice and soft on the ground. I feel like half of the time when chickens eat eggs, it's because when one of them lays the egg, it falls on too hard of a surface and it busts open, and then it's already open so the chickens eat it. Olive pen number 2. We've got a bunch of 1st generation olives in here. Again, we've got all F1 olives, and this is a 2nd generation back crossed olive underneath a, well, Americana roosters, different colors. I am happy with the results of my newly found bottom. And olive pen number 3. What's under there, Miss Thing? We have one F3 olive egg. This is a heavy bloomed egg, that's why it looks so light. And here we have the blue laced red Wyandottes. They love to lay underneath the nesting boxes. Which is kind of okay because I feel like if they're under there, there's 2. So if they're under there, there's probably not any snakes under there with them. And here we have the Calico Millicochins. I actually just moved them into this pen from their old pen across the yard, and fertilization has been a little bit weird. Another thing I did was add a couple Millie hens that were in a different flock, and I don't know if that's I don't know if they have allowed my roosters, they obviously haven't allowed my roosters to fertilize them yet because I'm not seeing great fertilization rates in this pen right now. Here are their little eggs, which we are going to crack open because I'd like to see how fertilization is looking. Check these guys out in here. This is my little Wheaton Marantz flock. These guys actually all hatched from Hollyoaks Fluffy Butt Hut. And how incredible is it that I hatched 1 little cockerel and 4 pullets? Although this is actually a scenario where I would have been perfectly happy had I gotten even 1 or 2 more cockerels so that I had like multiples to choose from, and so that I had backups just in case anything happened to the one. I have since, however, hatched some more Wheaton Marantz from the Gypsy hen. And that went well. I'm growing those out now. They're in my brooders up front. Okay, this is another kind of makeshift holding pen. These are from porcelain cochins. I should check the fertilization on those too. And then these 2 eggs are from blue wheaten pullets, who I actually have since moved into their own pen as well. Ooh, I always almost forget olive pen number, what, 4? / my blue black Moran's pen. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Okay, it looks like we need some pine shavings in here. See, this is what I'm talking about. When chickens lay eggs and it hits this hard surfaces, sometimes they bust wide open and then the chickens eat them, and that's why we have egg eaters. This is a beautiful selection of eggs. We've got some 2nd generation back-crossed olives, and this is a 1st generation back-crossed olive. Ooh, look, I'm getting kind of close to some of my holes over there, huh? I think these eggs are big enough to where they won't fall through though. Now we're gonna take a look inside Don Juan's pen. Well, hello, sir. How are you today? And how is your new buddy doing? Don't they look so similar? They really do look so much alike. We still have our broody down here, and it looks like everybody's laying up top today, which is nice. Honestly, that broody is really heavy, and she has accidentally busted open a couple of those eggs down there, and it is pretty messy, and I am ready for those eggs to hatch, and I'm certainly ready for my other Morans to stop laying in that nesting box, because have you noticed that that's what they do? They don't care that another hen is sitting on eggs. They want to lay in that same exact pen. And then we've got our Isabel / Wheaton / Bress, American Bress / F1 olive egger pen. And you already know my bluest laying blue layer and this stunning Isabel Americana rooster. Look at it. Look at the color of that Isabel egg in comparison to the blue Wheaton. Egg color like that, when it comes to blue layers, really just comes down to the genetics, the lines that the chickens come from. Egg colors fluctuate throughout the day, throughout the season, throughout the laying cycle, so that is part of it too. But that particular pullet, the lines that she comes from clearly are just really saturated, beautiful blue layers. As opposed to these guys, for example, who love to lay in the dirt. These are lavender Americanas, and their eggs are blue, but in comparison to this Isabel's eggs, do you see how much lighter in shade they are? They're all true blue layers. They're all homozygous blue layers who carry 2 copies of that blue egg gene. It's just this line, this Isabel line, gives darker eggs than these these self blue Americanas. We are now coming into Silky pen number 1 because I have 2 of them, which is also like the Renegade Random Chick and Surrogate Chicken pen. I don't know if you've noticed this, but Silkies will take in anything. And I really mean anything. They will take in any breeds of any ages. They will take in snakes. I have even seen my Silkies take in baby possums. Look, there's a renegade egg in the dirt over here, and also a spider web on the way. You can't see it, but I see it. Don't let me put my face in it. Oof. Why would you guys do that to me? Hello, friends. Well, look at that. I did not even lose 1 egg that I know of in this trip, but I did stay clear from that side of the egg basket where there are definitely some holes. But the problem was that my eggs kept falling out the bottom of the basket, and that crisis has clearly been averted.